Welcome, everybody. How's everyone doing tonight? I've done this enough times to know we can have more enthusiasm than that. How is everyone doing tonight? Lovely. I'm Julian Fade. I am your MC this evening. This is my 5th time hosting the Emerald Awards. I'm very excited to be back for the 35th Emerald Awards. That's why I put on my best tuxedo. Yeah, let's get a round of applause for 35 years of the Emerald Awards. 35 years ago, a group of Albertans looked at the environmental news of the day and they decided that they were missing something from it. Not just more warnings, we had plenty of those, but what was missing was the other story, the people and the organizations right here in this province that were doing incredible work, rolling up their sleeves and getting the work done on the environment in this province. So that's how the Alberta Emerald Foundation was founded, and in 1992, the very first Emerald Awards were held. I was almost a teenager at that point. I wish I could say wasn't born, not the case. Honoring environmental leaders across only 5 categories and putting their work where it belongs, in the spotlight. That was a long time ago. That's, in fact, 34 ceremonies ago. But tonight makes number 35, and I'm very, very excited to be a part of it. I hope you are excited to be here as well. In the years between, the foundation has done more than hand out trophies. It shares these stories in documentaries, in podcasts, in speaker series, and because the work itself is worth knowing about, because hope, it turns out, is contagious. Every single time I get to host one of these awards, I'm blown away by the incredible community of people that come to the Emerald Awards and that are here tonight, both here and in Edmonton. It doesn't matter where we are, everyone seems to show up. So give yourselves a round of applause for being here at the 35th Annual ACE Emerald Awards. So to open this evening's award ceremony, please join me in welcoming to the stage a prominent leader and elder from the Siksika Nation. Please welcome Elder Strader Crowfoot.
Good evening. I'm very honored and proud to be here, to be able to recognize all your efforts and your achievements that you've achieved in your areas of expertise. I'm from Siksika, was mentioned, and my Blackfoot name is Ixtabumusika. And I want to let you know that we're all on Blackfoot territory. And in 2027, we're going to be celebrating the sesquicentennial of the signing of the Blackfoot Treaty, or Treaty 7. I wear a medallion to commemorate that, to recognize that because of the treaty being signed, it opened up Canada and allowed the country to develop as it is today. And just reflecting on the treaty, my great-great-grandfather, the original Chief Crowfoot, when he was being approached to sign and to exchange and to whatever, have the crown acquire the land from the Blackfoot, they came to him with all this money. And they said, here, we'll give you all this money if you will let us access your land. And in their mind, they wanted to purchase it, but we didn't understand that. And they said, well, you wanted to use our land, so you want to give us all this money in this big bag for our land. And then he says, well, listen, and there was a fire going. He says, listen, you put your money in the fire, and I'll throw the dirt, grab a handful of dirt from where he was sitting, and he put it in the fire, and nothing happened to it. And they're saying, wait a minute. If we throw the money in the fire, it's all going to be gone. Well, that's the point. You're giving us all this money. It has value to you, but to us, it's nothing. For us, it's our land that's important to us, that sustains us, that keeps us living. And so the work you're doing kind of reminds me of that, because right now, there's all these projects, all these people want money for the land, for the resources. But who's taking care of the land and thinking about how we can achieve sustainability and balance? I think that's what you're trying to do here in your different areas of work and expertise, is how we can live on the land and benefit from it and access the resources, but at the same time have that balance that we all need. So I want to, again, thank you for allowing me to be here to say these few words, and congratulations to the potential winners that you'll be naming soon, and thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Elder Crowfoot. 35 years on, the Emerald Awards remain Alberta's longest running celebration of the people, projects, and the organizations whose work is shaping a better environmental future here in our province. So to tell us more, please join me in welcoming to the stage Emerald Foundation Executive Director, Marissa Orphy.
Oh, it is so nice to see these faces. So good evening, everyone. Welcome to, as Julian said, to the 35th Annual Emerald Awards. Before anything else, thank you, Elder Strader, for opening our evening. Those were very important words, and we're grateful to you. At the Alberta Emerald Foundation, we believe acknowledgements matter most when they're connected to responsibility. As an organization that celebrates environmental stewardship, we recognize that we gather on lands cared for by Indigenous peoples since time immemorial. So we're grateful for the opportunity to continue learning as treaty people and to carry forward a spirit of care and stewardship for the land and communities that we share. Also, you may not know this, but Elder Crowfoot was part of our Emerald Award history. He was a judge in 2011. So thank you very much for that, and thank you for coming tonight. And thank you to all of you for being here. To our finalists, our judges, our sponsors, alumni, board members, and all our friends. Thank you for joining us this evening. I want to take a moment to recognize something very important. Organizations like ours do not do this work alone. Work like this only happens because people and organizations choose to invest in it, believing that environmental leadership deserves to be celebrated and shared. So for 35 years, that belief has helped sustain the Emerald Awards. And tonight's celebration would not be possible without our sponsors who continue to stand behind this work. So please join me in thanking Environment and Protected Areas, the Oil Sands Alliance, the Forest Resource Improvement Association of Alberta, the City of Calgary, who also donated the space to us tonight, so we're super grateful, the City of Edmonton, McLennan Ross, Emissions Reduction Alberta, the Beverage Container Management Board, Alberta Recycling Management Authority, and Alberta Innovates for helping make this evening possible and this work possible. So tonight is, as Julian said, especially meaningful for us because it marks 35 years of the Emerald Foundation. 35 years ago, the government of Alberta, alongside McLennan Ross and Deloitte & Touche, helped create the Emerald Awards with a really simple but powerful idea: to shine a light on the people and projects helping build a stronger environmental future for Alberta. And for 35 years, that's exactly what we've done. Tonight, and as you walked in, you noticed an installation that we did to celebrate 35 years. We picked a recipient and the lifetime achievement for all 35 years, so since 1992. So please, afterwards, enjoy, take a look. It's just so good to reminisce. And we've also invited some of our alumni from those years back tonight, and they're here, so that's really going to be fun. So, and for that installation, we are so grateful to the Alberta Real Estate Foundation because they helped us and supported us to bring that to life, so thank you so much. So I'm just going to end. Like, sometimes the world can feel a little heavy, but what I love most about tonight and this evening is that it's a reminder that there's so much good work happening, often quietly, all around us. So tonight's a room full of hope. We're going to use that word a lot. Hope, joy, and possibility. So I hope you leave inspired by the people and projects we are here to celebrate. So on behalf of the AEF board, Bree and myself, thank you. Thank you so much for being here, and enjoy, have fun. All right.
Keep it going for Marissa, everybody. Well done. It's wonderful, as Marissa mentioned, to be here in Calgary and at this beautiful, beautiful establishment, one of the most beautiful public libraries in this entire country. And so let's get another round of applause for the incredible staff here at the library and our AV crew who have been diligently working away. They've done a wonderful, wonderful job. So I have some housekeeping that I have to go through before we get into the actual awards. So we are, of course, streaming live tonight through YouTube for those who can't be here in person. The video will be made available on YouTube for your viewing pleasure later. You can watch and rewatch if you would prefer. If you need to go to the washroom, they're straight up the stairs and over to your left. If you're watching on YouTube, they're probably not that way. They're probably somewhere else. But you live there. You'll figure it out. Silence your cell phones. The rule I have is if your cell phone rings, I get to answer it. So do make sure that's on silent. And no flash photography. We do have a professional photographer sitting here in the front row. But if you do take photos, you're welcome to post those without a flash, post those online, and use the hashtag Emerald Awards 2026 and tag Alberta Emerald on your social media of choice. We have 42 organizations, projects, and people that are shortlisted for tonight's awards, representing 17 communities across this wonderful province. 15 categories showcasing the diverse and impactful environmental work happening in all corners and sectors of the province, and the impact dedication will be showcased throughout this year's shortlist. They are integral to the collective path towards a more resilient and sustainable future, and we're honored to celebrate their work here tonight. Now, if you do receive an award, if you are a recipient, you can make your way down the stairs carefully using the handrails provided and come get your award, which I will hand to you, and you can get your photo taken here by the photographer. And then you're welcome to just head back up. You're welcome to do an acceptance speech. And this is maybe the most exciting edition for those of us who like to run shows on time. It's called a confidence monitor. So when you get down here, you might notice a huge screen that says 1 minute on it. That number will count down until it reaches 0. At which point it starts counting up, which is weird and awkward for you. So ideally you're done in 1 minute. It's usually for confidence like, oh, I have my notes on there. In this case, it's confidence that we'll be done on time and we can enjoy the food and networking afterwards. Does that sound okay? If you are a recipient, don't get confused by this huge 1 minute sign down here. It's for everyone. We're all going to love that by the time it's all said and done. So, and if you are naming an award tonight, I will hand you a green envelope as you come up on stage as well, just to keep security incredibly tight around here. Okay, so look for that. That should be, I think, most of the things you likely need to know. Yes. Okay, without further ado, let's get into the awards. The recipients and finalists were all chosen by third-party panel of volunteer judges with expertise spanning Alberta's diverse sectors. And Emerald Award recipients will receive a custom sustainable trophy by ChopValue YYC and a feature segment in the Emerald documentary series recognizing and commemorating their incredible achievements. Are you ready to kick off this year's Emerald Awards? Wonderful. To present our first category, please welcome the General Supervisor of Energy Transition at the City of Edmonton. It's Waite Ramirez.
Thank you so much. Super happy to be here. You're going to have to look way down. I'm about Yoda level, and my clock just started, so we'll just get started. It is truly an honor to be here tonight to present the Climate Adaptation and Resilience category on behalf of the City of Edmonton. First, congratulations to everybody who's here. We're really happy to see you and to have you shortlisted at the Emerald Awards this year. As mentioned, I work with the City of Edmonton in environment and climate resilience, especially in looking at community partnerships. My role is working with a truly wonderful team to increase active participants in local climate solutions through accessible programming and partnerships. And so our projects focus on strengthening climate adaptation, promoting low carbon mobility, and improving building energy efficiency. These efforts also consider energy affordability and social equity to ensure that all our residents can navigate climate transition. These programs include our Neighboring for Climate program, which fosters grassroots actions by helping residents collaborate directly with their neighbors to adapt to local blocks and cul-de-sacs that they live in, to changing and adopting actions that will increase their ability to face the climate change that we're seeing. Our Climate Energy Improvement Program incentivizes property owners to make the switch to renewables through accessible and long-term financing for energy retrofits. And so all of that work kind of brings me to of particular importance related to sustainability that we're focusing on in 2026, which is community preparedness. Our climate adaptation strategy focuses on ensuring that Edmontonians are aware, connected, and able to take action to build resilience to the impacts of changing climate. And to build true climate resilience, we really need to embrace socially inclusive vision that actively empowers every community member and tuning into the challenge of the environment changes that we see on a regular basis, and providing them with an opportunity to withstand, recover, and flourish together. So one way we are helping our residents in this regard is with our new online interactive tool called the Climate Resilience Home Tool. This tool provides homeowners with a personalized step-by-step roadmap to upgrading their properties against and to prepare themselves for extreme weather. So the city also recently completed our first wildland urban interface wildfire risk strategy, well received by council. And what that did was it issued a whole organization approach to managing our increased threat of wildfire in the city of Edmonton. And now I am super excited to present the climate adaptation and resilience category, which recognizes initiatives that help communities, ecosystems, or industries adapt to climate impacts or build resilience by strengthening their ability to withstand, recover from, thrive amid environmental change.
Presented by the City of Edmonton. Alpine Park Magna Storm Park, Magna Engineering Services. This nature-based stormwater system helps communities adapt to both intense rainfall and periods of drought while protecting surrounding ecosystems. Using sediment forebays, storage ponds, treatment wetlands, and biofilters, it protects the community from flooding, supports wetland function, improves water quality, and creates habitat, demonstrating how urban development can work with natural systems rather than against them. The Drumheller Flood Mitigation Program, Kerwood Lidl Associates, and the Town of Drumheller. This program delivers a comprehensive approach to flood protection through the construction of 11 berms, strategic floodway property buyouts, and emergency preparedness tools, alongside riparian rehabilitation and the planting of approximately 12,000 trees and shrubs along the river corridor. Today, the program protects nearly 700 homes and infrastructure along 30 kilometers of the Red Deer River, strengthening the long-term resilience of the local landscape and community. Blatchford, building a blueprint for sustainable, low-carbon urban development. The City of Edmonton. Blatchford is a low-carbon community designed to reduce environmental impact through a neighborhood-wide renewable district energy system, custom green building standards, and a unique design that encourages walking, cycling, and transit use. Blatchford is anticipated to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by about 30,000 tons annually compared to a typical Edmonton community, and will be home to one of the largest renewable district energy systems of its kind in Canada. And the award goes to...
Please join me in congratulating the Drumheller Flood Mitigation Program.
Wow, and then we go first too, right? All right, my name is Tony Miglis, and I'm the Mayor of Drumheller. And I'd like to start off by thanking the Alberta Emerald Foundation for this award. Much appreciated. On behalf of the town of Drumheller, we're honored to accept it. This achievement would not have been possible without the vision and the leadership of previous town councils. Their commitment was the foundation for this work, and we thank them for their dedication to protecting our community. I also want to recognize the people behind this project, the flood mitigation project team, partners, contractors, and all the workers who helped bring these plans to life. Your hard work, expertise, and perseverance have made a lasting impact on our community, and we are deeply grateful. We would also like to thank our residents. Large-scale projects like this require patience, trust, and cooperation from the community. Drumheller's residents showed all three throughout this process. Thank you again to the Alberta Emerald Foundation for this honor, and congratulations as well to everybody nominated tonight and the recipients. Thank you. Cool.
Well done, well done. I saw that. You were... I was confident you would. I assume if you're getting a photo, you should stand on this mark right here for the future, which I forgot to mention. But that's why this weird piece of tape is here. That's your spot. It's going to look great. I'll get out of the way. It's going to be lovely. All right, to present our next category, give a warm welcome to the Assistant Deputy Minister of Water and Circular Economy for Environment and Protected Areas, Kate Rich.
Let's separate. Good evening, everybody. I'm Kate Rich. I'm the Assistant Deputy Minister of the Water and Circular Economy Division in Alberta Environment and Protected Areas. It's a real pleasure to be here tonight to celebrate so many examples of environmental excellence and to actually learn about the great work being done by organizations and, frankly, people across Alberta. Tonight, I'm pleased to present the Green Building Category Award, a brand new category this year that received the second highest number of nominations, reflecting the incredible interest, innovation, and leadership happening in the space across Alberta. First, just sincere congratulations to all the nominees. Well done, each of you, in this new category. The Green Building category recognizes initiatives that rethink how we design, build, and renovate spaces to minimize environmental impacts and support healthier, low-carbon communities. So here are the organizations and projects shortlisted in this category.
Green Building. Okanchayat Gabi Ong Toby, Banff Pavilion. HSS Design Build. This high-performance, all-electric building is designed to Passive House standards. Using mass timber, advanced insulation, airtight building systems, and solar energy, the pavilion is designed to operate at net zero emissions, generate 19,000 kilowatt hours of renewable energy annually, and sequester 100 tons of carbon. Built to last over 100 years, this space will provide accessible amenities for residents and visitors for generations to come. The Jamin Built Complete Home. Jamin Built's Complete Home represents a bold redefinition of what a standard home should be. By integrating energy-efficient systems, solar panels, high-performance insulation systems, and triple-pane windows into every build, they're making energy efficiency the standard, not the exception. Each home is built to be 45% more efficient than the current code, reducing emissions by 6.31 tons annually, while saving homeowners up to $572 in annual energy costs. The Sunrise, Avenue Living. The Sunrise transforms a former office tower in Edmonton's Macaulay neighborhood into an energy-efficient residential building by retaining the existing structure and completing a full interior retrofit. Featuring a building-integrated solar facade designed in collaboration with Indigenous artist Lance Cardinal, the project diverted thousands of tons of waste from landfill, reduced emissions by up to 64%, and delivered 179 new homes. And the award goes to...
Please join me in congratulating the Jamin Built Complete Home.
Doesn't start till I get the speech out again. First of all, thank you. My name is Dave Crossman, and I lead the sustainable initiatives that Jamin built. So while this is such a great honor, to accept this award on behalf of Jamin built, and it means so much to us to be recognized for all the ongoing commitments to green building that we've done over the years. So first, I'd like to thank Jay Westman. He is our founder, our CEO, our chairman, and our chief visionary at Jamin. Jay has inspired us to lead the industry for many years with energy efficiency, green building, and sustainability now built in to every Jamin built home. And thank you to the entire Jamin team, including our marketing team, who help us get into these kinds of award ceremonies. To Skyfire Energy, our longtime solar partners, especially David Kelly. To our energy advisors, Cooper Lee at 4 Elements, David Turnbull at Interspec in Edmonton, to Jennifer Christensen and her team at Built Green. And finally, to all of our Jamin trade partners, who along with us have learned how to build truly high-performance homes. So Jamin will continue to push the envelope and provide our homeowners with energy-efficient, low-carbon homes that are years ahead of their time, long into the future. Thank you so much.
Our next category will be presented by the Environmental Outreach Coordinator at the City of Calgary and AEF board member. Please welcome Cody Field.
Hi everyone and good evening. My name is Cody Field and I lead a climate and environmental education team with the City of Calgary's Environmental Risk and Resilience Business Unit. I'm also grateful to have recently joined the board of directors of the Alberta Emerald Foundation, and we're so proud to be a sponsor. It's truly an honor to be here tonight to celebrate environmental excellence and action in Alberta and the meaningful and impactful projects and programs that have been nominated and shortlisted. As part of my role in public outreach and education, I get the incredible opportunity to work with so many community organizations and nonprofits. Calgarians have made significant progress in protecting our natural environment and addressing climate change and water security. Through our climate and environment strategies and water efficiency plan, important investments have been made to work towards a net zero, climate resilient, and environmentally sustainable city. I'd like to take a moment to congratulate all of the 35th Annual Emerald Award nominees and shortlisters. You are all improving Alberta's environment and communities in a really, truly significant way. This year's finalists have inspired us and encouraged us with their deep commitment to environmental stewardship and to building a healthier and greener future. The work that we're celebrating tonight is about people, it's about you. And I'm so excited to present the Community Group or Nonprofit Award, which recognizes community groups and nonprofits that support resilience and sustainability by addressing environmental challenges. Here are the organizations and projects shortlisted in this category.
Community Group or Nonprofit, presented by the City of Calgary. Youth en Route. Youth en Route helps students access cycling through school-based education programs, providing refurbished bikes, safety gear, and skills training. By restoring bikes that would otherwise go to landfill and teaching safe bike riding, the program builds independence, reduces transportation emissions, and supports healthier, more sustainable communities. Kainai Ecosystem Protection Association. For more than a decade, the Kainai Ecosystem Protection Association has advanced land stewardship by combining Blackfoot traditional ecological knowledge with Western science. Through restoration, seed collection, and land-based learning, they're restoring native and culturally important plants, supporting food sovereignty, and strengthening environmental knowledge for future generations. 30 years of community air quality leadership. West Central Airshed Society. For 30 years, the West Central Airshed Society has supported air quality monitoring, education, and partnerships across West Central Alberta. As Alberta's first airshed, they helped establish the community-based monitoring model used province-wide. Today, they provide real-time data that helps communities respond to poor air quality and protect public health. And the award goes to?
And the award goes to West Central Airshed Society. Congratulations.
Yeah, that timer is a little intimidating. Great. Thank you, everyone. My name is Alice Moeller, and I've had the honor and privilege of serving as West Central Airshed's board president over the past year. Now I'm open to opportunities as I kind of move forward my career after 20 years in the pulp and paper industry. I'd like to acknowledge our fellow nominees in the category Kainai Ecosystem Protection Association and Youth en Route. We're honored to be considered alongside these outstanding organizations. Our organization was the first airshed in Alberta, formed so that local residents could have a seat at the table, alongside government and industry and managing air quality monitoring. Many years later, we take this type of cooperation and easily accessible real-time data like Air Quality Health Index for granted. But this new airshed approach was groundbreaking at the time and has since been replicated across Alberta and beyond. I'd like to thank my fellow board of directors, staff, members, and also our operating partner, Alberta Environment and Protected Areas, and also a huge thank to the Emerald Foundation for providing this platform to highlight the great work being done in Alberta.
I was going to say, don't forget your award. Well done and congratulations. The confidence monitor has not instilled confidence thus far, but everyone's doing great. You're doing great. It's lovely. Our next category is emerging solutions. To introduce this category, please welcome Communications and Program Manager at the Alberta Emerald Foundation. Put your hands together for a voice you may recognize. It's the incredible Serena Hewitt-Bohr.
Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be here for the 35th Annual Emerald Awards and to be presenting the Emerging Solutions category. Now, our shortlisters will likely recognize me as the person who has sent them nearly 1,000 emails since March. And those of you whom I haven't sent that many emails to may wonder, why does she seem so familiar? Besides my face maybe unfortunately being strewn across our social media pages, and my voice, as Julian said, being featured in tonight's category presentation videos, you might recognize my voice as the host of the Alberta Emerald Foundation's podcast, seasonal podcast, What on Earth Can We Do?, where I sit down with environmental experts from across Alberta to unpack a different topic each season, helping Albertans learn about the challenges we face, the impactful solutions happening across the province, and how they can take part in those solutions. Now, that might not be the only place you recognize me from. As a small team of two, this means that our executive director, Marissa, and I wear many different hats, one of which includes being an extra in more than a few of our Emerald documentary series videos, which take a behind-the-scenes look at the work of each year's Emerald Award recipients, what led them to it, who it impacts, and why it matters. But I'm not just here to sneak in messaging about the other programming that the Alberta Emerald Foundation has to offer. I am, in fact, here to present the Emerging Solutions category, which is brand new as of this year's Emerald Awards, along with 4 other categories, 2 of which you've already heard and seen presented. These categories were added with the guidance of an advisory committee put together as a part of our 35th anniversary, as I said, to ensure our categories reflect the evolving nature of environmental leadership in Alberta. Now, without further ado, I'm excited to present the Emerging Solutions category, which recognizes research, pilot projects, or organizations that show strong potential for adaptability and real-world impact even before implementation. Now, here are the organizations and projects shortlisted in this category. Emerging Solutions. Integrative and Holistic Environmental Consulting. Mother Earth Environmental Services. Combining Western environmental science with Indigenous knowledge, Mother Earth Environmental Services delivers community-based monitoring, site assessments, and land management while working alongside elders, knowledge keepers, and youth. Since 2020, the team has led over 30 projects, supporting recycling and monitoring programs while building local capacity and ensuring services are led by those most connected to the land. Advancing circularity with Alberta agricultural plastics and enhanced polymer modified asphalt. Dow Canada. Dow Canada has developed a solution that turns difficult to recycle agricultural plastics into stronger, more resilient pavement. First deployed in 2024 at Dow's Fort Saskatchewan site, the project diverted 13,000 kilograms of plastic, equivalent to about 2.4 million grocery bags, into 12,000 square meters of roadway, creating durable infrastructure while demonstrating a scalable pathway to circularity. Wood fiber prefabricated exterior energy retrofits. HSS Design Build. Using prefabricated wood fiber panels, HSS Design Build upgrades existing buildings from the outside, helping reduce energy use without rebuilding. Early results show up to a 75% reduction in heating demand, lowering emissions while extending building life and creating a pathway for lower emission upgrades across Alberta's built environment. And the award goes to... Let's give a round of applause for Dow Canada.
I guess we're Tux Brothers for life. Hi, my name is Guy Kurtoff. I'm the Dow Chemical Canada president and very honored to accept this Emerald Award today on behalf of Dow Chemical Canada and the Dow champions. We have two in the audience here, Jim Leung with 45 years with Dow and Rhonda Gross, 35 years with Dow Canada. So both of those folks played an important part in making this happen. And I thought of something, in fact, a song, when I heard about this project, and it goes something like, they paved paradise and put up a parking lot. But in our case, at least the parking lot was filled with good circular recycled material and really is an example for the type of solutions that when we work together are possible in the circularity space. Thank you.
Let's get a photo, just so it's, Congratulations. You look great, by the way. You look incredible. I called him. I told him I'm going to wear my tux. He's like, I'm going to wear my tux. I was like, oh, fine. Great. Next up, presenting this year's School Award, President and CEO of the Beverage Container Management Board. Please welcome Mark Emston.
I thought about wearing a tux, but I thought I'd go a bit classy with a three-piece. So welcome. As you've heard, I'm Mark Emston, President and CEO of the Beverage Container Management Board, and this is the tongue twister. We are Alberta's Beverage Container Recycling System Regulator. That's why we're looking to change our name. I'd like to begin by congratulating the Alberta Emerald Awards on their 35 years of championing environmental leadership in this province. It's an extraordinary milestone. For 35 years, the Foundation has helped shine a light on the people, organisations and ideas that are making Alberta more sustainable. This is the kind of leadership that the BCMB is proud to support and deserves to be celebrated. They say what goes around comes around, and in recycling, that is not just a cliche, it's actually a reality. After 35 years, I suppose you could say that the Alberta Emerald Foundation knows a thing or two about sustainability, including how to make a milestone age look completely renewable. At BCMB, the cycle is something that we work to support every day, ensuring that materials don't just simply become waste, they become resources themselves. But circularity is about more than just materials. It starts with ideas, both new and old. Sometimes it's about rediscovering knowledge that we've drifted away from and improving it. Many of the environmental solutions we're searching for today aren't entirely new. Often, they stem from or are built from something old. For example, in the UK during the 1980s, and believe it or not, I was a kid in the 1980s, I know I look a lot older than that, we had our milk delivered by electric milk truck in refillable bottles. Now, those electric milk trucks helped to formulate what we know as the electric car today, and is reflective of a broader shift towards refillable container systems. You know, we see that in all sorts of different areas, including beverage containers. This is one reason why education matters so much, not just because students learn new things, but because they learn what can and must be carried forward into the future. That's why I'm excited to present the schools category, which recognises K to 12 students, classrooms, or teachers that demonstrate environmental leadership, inspiring action, fostering stewardship, or creating positive change within the school community. Here are the organisations and projects that are shortlisted for this category.
Schools, presented by the Beverage Container Management Board. Natural Science at W.P. Wagner High School. W.P. Wagner reconnects students to food systems through hands-on learning in their 5,000 square foot greenhouse, orchard, and classroom. Students take part in every stage of growing food while exploring soil health, waste reduction, and sustainable practices, gaining practical skills and a deeper understanding of how food and the environment are connected. Learning from the land, building environmental stewardship in Canadian Rockies schools. Canadian Rockies Outdoor Learning Centre. This centre integrates hands-on outdoor learning into the school year, helping students reconnect with the natural world. Through curriculum-linked experiences, more than 900 students annually take part in activities like habitat restoration and community cleanups, actively engaging with the land and seeing the impact of their actions firsthand. Come grow with us Passive Solar Greenhouse, Red Deer Public Schools District Foundation. This greenhouse creates a hands-on learning space where students explore food production and low-impact design. Serving over 1,200 students, the project integrates renewable energy and sustainable growing practices into the school day, turning abstract environmental concepts into tangible, actionable skills. And the award goes to...
Please join me in congratulating Come Grow With Us Passive Solar Greenhouse, Red Deer Public Schools District Foundation.
Thank you so much. My name is Larissa, and I'm here to represent the Foundation for Red Deer Public Schools, and I'm honored to accept this award. The Come Grow With Us Passive Solar Greenhouse at Normandeau School is a testament to the power of community. What began as a vision to create a meaningful learning opportunities for students became reality through the generosity, expertise, and shared commitment of many partners. We are deeply grateful to Co-op Community Spaces, the Southern Alberta Institute of Technology, Scott Builders, ZS2 Technologies, and the many local supporters who have believed in this project and helped bring it to life. Today, hundreds of students are learning through hands-on experiences that connect traditional knowledge, STEAM education, food security, and environmental stewardship. This award belongs to the students, staff, partners, and supporters. Thank you to the Alberta Emerald Foundation for this recognition.
To present the winner of this year's Waste Management category, Vice President of Stewardship, Alberta Recycling Management Authority, and AEF Board member, Chai Wei Chung.
I was just trying to figure out if, oh, okay, never mind. I understand the clock now. Anyway, my name is Chai Wei Chung. I'm the VP of Stewardship Program at Alberta Recycling Management Authority, better known as ARMA. So we have been around since 1992, and ARMA has proudly and responsibly managed many of Alberta's major recycling initiatives. Building on this strong foundation, we continue to work closely with innovators and entrepreneurs to advance our stewardship recycling programs for electronics, paint, tires, and used oil materials. And we're also a regulating oversight body for the Extended Producer Responsibility Systems, also known as EPR for short. And when I was practicing this, I was thinking about there must be an easy way to explain who ARMA is. And I'm just going to use an easy way to re-explain this again. ARMA essentially is an organization that would put an eco fees on your paint, your electronics, your used oil, and tires. So if you, this weekend, you want to do some home rental and you're going to go to whatever your favorite hardware store is and you're going to get some paint, there will be an eco fee on there. If you want to change your oil because finally stopped raining, you're going to buy some oil and it's going to be eco fee on there. And those eco fees actually come to ARMA, and then we manage the end-of-life materials. Besides that, we're also supporting a lot of manufacturers in Alberta because once we collect the materials, there's companies here locally will take that materials and they will manufacture into new products. It could be plastic lumber, making out of plastic oil jugs. It could be, there's actually a company in Calgary that recycle latex paint, and they export around the world. I just had a meeting with them this afternoon. It was great. Anyway, I want to take a moment to thank Albertans like you, people who are constantly exploring new and meaningful ways to protect our environment. Your efforts to keep valuable materials in circulation are helping us build a more sustainable province. Now, I'm excited to present the waste management category, which recognizes projects and initiatives that demonstrate innovation in waste reduction and or contribute to the circular economy. Here are the organizations and projects shortlisted in this category.
Waste management, presented by the Alberta Recycling Management Authority. Reducing the impact of restoration waste. Complete care restoration. Complete care restoration is rethinking how waste is handled during disaster response, where large volumes of mixed debris are often sent to landfill. What began as a pilot project in 2022 has evolved into a company-wide approach, with crews separating materials on-site into distinct streams and working with recycling partners. Supported by digital tracking, the program ensures materials are recovered rather than discarded. In 2025 alone, it diverted over 173,000 kilograms of waste from landfill. A scalable solution to transforming roofing waste into durable surfaces, Rasphalt. Rasphalt transforms discarded asphalt shingles, one of Alberta's largest waste streams, into a cost-effective surface for roads, driveways, and commercial lots. Made from recycled materials and produced through a low-energy process, it reduces dust and mud while forming a durable, low-maintenance alternative to gravel. Since 2016, the solution has diverted over 100,000 tons of waste from landfill. Alberta Ag Plastics, Recycle It, advancing an agricultural plastics circular economy. Agricultural Plastics Recycling Group. This program provides farmers with a free province-wide system to recycle agricultural plastics like grain bags and twine through 173 collection sites. Since 2019, they've collected over 5,000 metric tons of plastic, transforming it into new products while reducing pollution and supporting long-term, sustainable on-farm practices. And the award goes to?
The award goes to Complete Care Restoration.
Hi everyone, my name is Monica Pietzma and I'm the Sustainability Manager at Complete Care Restoration. When Complete Care Restoration started this sustainability journey back in 2022, I don't think anyone imagined I would be standing here among such an inspiring group of individuals. We are incredibly grateful for this honor. Thank you to the Emerald Awards for creating a platform that recognizes sustainability efforts across Alberta and across so many different industries. It really means a lot. I want to thank our crews and our staff whose daily commitment and hard work makes all of this possible. This isn't something that can be done by just one person alone. I'd also like to thank our recycling and waste diversion partners. Without the support and collaboration of our community, none of what we have accomplished would be possible. And personally, I would like to thank Complete Care Restoration. Thank you for being willing to do things a bit differently. I feel incredibly privileged to be part of a company that genuinely cares about making a positive impact. This award isn't just a celebration of what we've accomplished, it's a reminder of how much more is possible when people choose to care. Thank you all.
Let's welcome to the stage Justin Reimer, Chief Executive Officer of Emissions Reductions Alberta, to present the emissions reduction category.
Good evening, everybody. Love the confidence monitor. I go to a lot of events, and they all need a confidence monitor at their events. Marissa, Sabrina, thank you so much for the excellent work that you do each and every year and your perseverance. It's not always easy, but you guys do such a tremendous job, and we're proud to be collaborators with you at ERA. So on behalf of Emissions Reduction Alberta, I want to congratulate all of tonight's finalists and recipients. At ERA, our mission is simple. We invest in clean technology to see it get developed and adopted. Since, we've been operating now for over 18 years, and over that time, we've committed over $1 billion of the Alberta government's tier funding to more than 300 projects to facilitate deployment in industrial sectors and enable the reduction of millions of tons of CO2, massive improvements in water treatment and efficiencies, and all kinds of recycling, circular economy, soil remediation technologies. And we are so privileged to get to enable these technology innovators and adopters and entrepreneurs to see this perseverance that is endemic across this province and in many places across this country to get these products to market and demonstrate Alberta as a real leader in clean technology growth. But tonight, the story is about you, the innovators in this room, whether you are entrepreneurs, researchers, organizations, not-for-profits, who are refusing to accept the status quo and who are building a future, a cleaner future, more prosperous one, one breakthrough at a time. You are why we do this work. You are why we enable the funds to de-risk technology adoption and development. Now, I'm excited to present the emissions reduction category. It fits with our name, and which recognizes the initiatives that improve air quality, reduce pollutants, and/or reduce emissions. Here are the organizations and projects.
Emissions Reduction, presented by Emissions Reduction Alberta. Calgary's Renewable Diesel Program. The City of Calgary. This program replaces conventional diesel in heavy-duty vehicles with fuel made from waste-based feedstocks like used cooking oil and animal fats. In 2025, 2.3 million liters of renewable diesel were deployed across 5 sites, reducing over 5,900 tons of life cycle greenhouse gas emissions while maintaining reliable municipal operations. From forest residues to zero-emission adipic acid. Ozone Bio Corp. Ozone Bio, a Calgary-based woman-founded clean technology company, has developed a first-in-the-world process that turns forestry and agricultural waste into a key material used in products like textiles and automotive components. By replacing fossil-based production and eliminating nitrous oxide emissions at the source, the technology reduces life cycle emissions by up to 96%, while transforming low-value biomass into high-value, low-carbon materials. First Nation Ecopreneur partners with oil sands mines to reduce emissions and water. A Ski Mat Service Inc. A ski mat service uses continuous displacement filtration to clean industrial mats without hot water or energy-intensive drying. Working with oil sands partners, the process reduces water use by about 95% and achieves nearly 800,000 pounds of annual carbon dioxide emissions reduction. And the award goes to...
The award goes to ASCII Mat Service Incorporated.
Tansei Kakiao, Sandy Sanderson, Nitsikasun. Want to pay respects to Elder. Thank you very much for sharing your land with all of us. As a Mikisew Cree member up in Fort McMurray, where there's a lot of the oil sands development, we've always been introduced and raised with the importance of being land stewards. We've lived there for over 12,000 years. It's part of who we are. It's our culture. And that's been a really important thing as we developed ASCII mats. ASCII, by the word, is a Cree word for earth. And so it was super important that we generate a company that actually had purpose rather than just generating wealth. And I want to give special thanks to the folks at Syncrude and Suncor. And especially the previous president, Mark Little, who was relentless in advocating for Indigenous economic participation and the environment. We need more leaders like that, and I realize he's not the president, but I certainly want him to know that part of this came from the hard work that he did as well, too. And again, thank you to the Emerald Awards for 35 years. Hi, moistas, thank you.
Wonderful. Great job. To present this year's winner in the Public Education and Outreach category, please welcome the Director of Water with Oil Sands Alliance, Chris Godwalt.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Chris Godwalt, and I'm the Director of the Water Environment Priority at Oil Sands Alliance. When I think Emerald Foundation, I think passion. And I think about the people that have come up today. I think about those people that have been presenting the awards, and I hear passion in their voices. I hear the people that are receiving the awards, and I hear passion in their voices. And I have the honor of working in my day job as the Director of Water with researchers across the country, identifying knowledge gaps that allow us to do what we do better, creating and understanding fundamental technologies we don't understand, working with innovators that are developing technologies, and finally working with people operating to improve environmental performance. And that word passion really emanates throughout all of this work because it's personal and there's passion. So, at Oil Sands Alliance, we are 5 of Canada's largest oil sands companies working together to provide energy the world needs while advancing environmental innovation. Our members understand the power of innovation and collaboration. At the core of our work is a simple belief. Innovation doesn't happen in isolation. It's driven by collaboration, by people coming together to tackle complex environmental challenges from different perspectives. And that's why events like the Emerald Awards matter so much. Supporting environmental initiatives, whether large or small, helps spark new ideas, accelerates progress, and ultimately drives meaningful change. We are proud to sponsor tonight's evening's awards and celebrate the remarkable work of all of the nominees, people and organizations who help build a more resilient future for Alberta. As I said, I'm excited to participate because water is personal, and I can hear that this is personal. I can hear the passion in all of you that are here today. Now I'm excited to present the Public Education and Outreach Award, which recognizes initiatives that increase public awareness, understanding, and actions on environmental issues. Here are the organizations and projects shortlisted in this category.
Public Education and Outreach, presented by Oil Sands Alliance. Connecting Albertans with native plant suppliers. Alberta Native Plant Council. The Alberta Native Plant Council connects Albertans with trusted native plant suppliers through a public database and interactive map, supported by practical resources for planting projects. Since launching in 2025, the tool has reached over 16,000 people, helping increase access to locally appropriate plants across the province. Keeping it clean, the Gold Star Standard. Strathcona County. This program improves compost quality by combining residential green cart audits with direct resident feedback, targeted outreach, and recognition for households that consistently sort correctly. Through the help of over 48,000 audits, contamination rates have dropped from 12 to 15% to 1 to 3% since 2015, diverting thousands of tons of organic waste from landfill each year. Volunteer Wildlife Ambassadors. Biosphere Institute of the Bow Valley. As visitation to the Bow Valley and Kananaskis continues to grow, the Volunteer Wildlife Ambassador Program delivers peer-to-peer education to residents and visitors on wildlife safety and responsible recreation. Since 2007, volunteers have contributed over 13,500 hours and connected with nearly 130,000 people, helping reduce human-wildlife conflict. And the award goes to
Volunteer Wildlife Ambassadors, Biosphere Institute of the Bow Valley.
Good evening. My name is Karen. I'm a wildlife ambassador with Bow Valley WildSmart. On behalf of my fellow wildlife ambassadors, the Biosphere Institute of the Bow Valley, and our cat herder, Nick DeReuter, I am pleased to accept this award. To the other volunteer nominees in this category, you too are very deserving of this award. It's amazing to stand up here with a clock counting down. As a wildlife ambassador, I would like to remind you that while you're out in wildlife country, to be aware of your surroundings. Make lots of noise, let the wildlife know you're coming. Keep your pets on a leash, keep your dog under control. Stay in your group, make lots of noise. Let the bears know you're coming. Have your bear spray handy, know how to use it. Keep safe, be wild smart. Thank you again for this award.
I admit it's aggressive. It is aggressive. It's right. Great job. Well done. Before we go to the next award, just a reminder, there is an event after up in the lobby. If you want to meet some of the AEF board members, they're all wearing lovely lapel pins like this, as are the judges, as are the two lovely staff as well, and then me. That's the only way to tell me apart from the other gentleman wearing a tuxedo. So. Yeah, look for that. It's going to be lovely. We're all going to enjoy ourselves and get a chance to meet each other face to face. To present this year's Energy Award, please welcome AEF board member Mark Brostrom.
Hello all. Mark Brostrom. So I'm part of the board here, of course, but I spent 30 years with the City of Edmonton doing the environmental energy climate policy and programs. You've heard lots about that earlier on. And I've been retired for almost 5 years, which means, if I do the math right, that I've been involved or participated in Emeralds for pretty well 35 years. I haven't been to every award ceremony, but I have been to most. And they get better every year, and thanks to our lovely Marissa and Bree for, again, another fabulous event here and getting better all the time. Anyways, I'm also retired. I guess I'm speaking for some retired, and people are talking about, what do you do? So I've staying involved with things like the Energy Futures Lab as an ambassador there, of course this board, and I've become a new board member for the Solar Power Investment Co-op of Edmonton, or SPICE. So if anybody is interested in putting some of their money towards that, it's a great investment. Not even there yet. I'm starting to collect checks, but look for that. Finally, though, I think for me, staying involved and staying in this space is really important. I've got a couple of boys that have stayed in Alberta and are making their living here, and I've got grandkids now. So super important, all of this work, and thanks to everybody in this room for all you do. So without further ado, I'm now excited to present the energy category, which recognizes initiatives and technologies that transform energy systems by increasing efficiency, reducing energy, and supporting energy diversification, contributing to long-term environmental, economic, and social resilience. And here are the organizations and projects shortlisted in this category.
Energy. Home Upgrades Program. Cambo Energy Group. This program provides fully subsidized energy retrofits for lower-income households, helping reduce high energy bills in older, inefficient homes. Since 2019, it's upgraded over 800 homes and supported more than 3,000 Albertans through education and outreach, reducing emissions by an average of 40 tons per household. Clean Energy Improvement Program. Alberta Municipalities. This program provides long-term financing for homeowners and businesses to complete energy upgrades, with repayment being made through property tax bills. Since launching, it's supported over 1,000 projects across 27 municipalities, with more than $80 million accessed, helping reduce energy use, lower emissions, and improve building comfort and value. Decarbonizing heavy-duty transportation through hydrogen diesel innovation. Diesel Tech Industries. Diesel Tech Industries' Guardian hydrogen diesel system retrofits existing engines to operate on a blend of hydrogen and diesel, allowing fleets to reduce diesel use while maintaining performance. Testing shows up to 60% reductions in diesel consumption, alongside significant decreases in greenhouse gas emissions and nitrogen oxides. And the award goes to...
All great projects, but there must be a winner. Cambo Energy Group Home Energy Upgrades Program. You're the winner.
We're shaking it up here, two of us. Thank you. Well, we're going to use just one giant screen in front of us. My name is Kareem Abraham, the CEO at Cambo Energy Group. I really want to thank the Alberta Emerald Foundation for this incredible honor and the dedication of so many partners that believe that energy efficiency should be accessible by everyone, including lower income households and vulnerable populations and traditionally underserved communities. And this program supports exactly those people. So a huge thank you to our partners and funders, the Alberta Eco Trust Foundation, cities of Calgary, Edmonton, and St. Albert, the towns of Canmore, Pincher Creek, NMAX, Alberta Real Estate Foundation, Calgary Foundation, Suncor Energy Foundation, and the McConnell Foundation. And I also want to take a special shout out to our home upgrades contractors and installers who are here today, and the community partners and energy mentors. Especially like to thank City of Calgary for helping us to expand this work dramatically, and Brittany Tran from the City of Calgary is here to share a few words as well.
You used up all my time. I don't know what you're doing. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. This program, at the heart of it, is the people, and we really are supporting people who need the support the most. And so through the program, we're able to improve affordability, health, home, comfort, and safety, and we're excited to continue doing that and have a partner like Cambo who really knows that that is the focus group and the target that we want. So yeah, thank you so much. The sentiment from a lot of participants is that it's like winning the lottery when they get to participate in the program, and this award feels like that, and excited to continue it on. Thank you.
Yes, the rules stipulate only 1 minute, regardless of how many people you bring down here. So don't try and bring 10 people down here. To present this year's Youth Leadership Award, please welcome one half of a dynamic duo and last year's Youth Leadership recipient, Erin Tan, everybody. Erin?
All right. Hello. All right. So, hello everyone. My name is Erin Tan, and I'm from MFC Games, and some of you guys might actually remember me. So 2 years ago, we were here, and we actually presented the Lifetime Achievement Award to Mr. Bill Wishart. He's actually up there, so if you guys want to go check that out later, it's a really good little bio there. Well, we also came back last year, and we were both the finalists for this award actually too. And the MFC Games thankfully took home the win. So thank you so much to the Alberta Emerald Foundation for providing us that. Now, this is basically my third time here, so I'm basically live here, so I'm always glad to be back here. But on a real night, being on both sides of the award, being both a recipient and now being able to give out the award, has really been incredible. Presenting something like the Lifetime Achievement Award to Bill, who has given decades of his work to the province, environment, and then a year later being here ourselves has been incredible, and it really puts into perspective what this community is all about. And I think Marissa put it really well. It's all about hope, joy, and possibility. That's exactly why I'm really happy to announce our finalists today for the Youth Leadership category, which is recognizing environmental change makers aged 30 or under, whose actions, projects, or voices are building a more sustainable future. So now let's see the videos for the finalists.
Youth Leadership, Conservation Champions Club, Wilder Institute, Calgary Zoo. This club brings together youth aged 14 to 17 for a year-long program combining online learning with field experiences. Participants lead conservation projects and apply their learning through restoration and monitoring, building the skills and confidence to take action in their communities. Leading Change for a Greener Tomorrow, SAB Connections Association. Through Let's Get Planting, youth leader Tatiana Meneses SAB creates hands-on experiences for children and families in community spaces. With over 600 plants in the ground and hundreds of families engaged, the program builds connections to nature and encourages everyday actions that support Calgary's green spaces. Youth Water Council, North Saskatchewan Watershed Alliance. The Youth Water Council brings together high school students from across the watershed for a year-long program focused on water conservation and watershed management. Through workshops, field experiences, and mentorships, participants create projects that support water education, reaching thousands of classrooms and communities across the region. And the award goes to...
And I'm happy to announce the award goes to Youth Water Council, North Saskatchewan Watershed Alliance.
Wow, it's really right there in front of us. My name is Amanda Kramer, and this is my colleague Jillian Peterson. We are the Youth Water Council Program Coordinators. We are very honored to be here tonight to accept this award on behalf of the program and the North Saskatchewan Watershed Alliance. Thank you so much to the Alberta Emerald Foundation and to our judges for recognizing the amazing work that this program has done. I would like to thank our funders whose generosity has made this program possible.
A huge thank you also goes out to all the volunteers and partners who have given their time, effort, and care to teaching the Youth Water Council about our lands, waters, and environment. I would also like to thank all the NSWA staff who spent many hours, evenings, and weekends making this program possible. Finally, I would like to give the biggest thank you of all to the Youth Water Council members over the last 3 years. Your vision, drive, passion, and collaboration never cease to amaze me. And I hope your time on the council has taught you to never underestimate the impacts that your actions can have. There's no limit to what you can achieve if any of you are watching, and I can't wait to see what you accomplish next. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well done. Well done. Congratulations. Every time I see Aaron and his brother Justin, I'm more and more certain that they're going to take my job. And also, it's shocking to hear that youth is 30 and under. That was a bit of a gut punch for me personally. All right, let's move to the water category to present this award. Please welcome back the Assistant Deputy Minister of Water and Circular Economy for Environment and Protected Areas with the province of Alberta, Kate Rich.
Hello again. It's been a really great privilege tonight to be part of this event and to celebrate the incredible leadership that's happening across Alberta. I'm genuinely honored to have a very small part in helping recognize so many inspiring individuals and organizations tonight. And truthfully, this award category, the one of water, has a really special place in my heart. I think we can all agree that water is our most precious resource and that its protection and responsible management are essential. Earlier tonight, someone mentioned that the presenters and award recipients are all very passionate. A good word used. I can say after spending a year engaging folks across Alberta about changes to water, I know how passionate they are about water. And I mean that in the best possible way. The commitments Albertans have to manage water is immense, is impressive, and frankly, we need it. Since the release of the Water for Life strategy way back in 2003, Albertans have worked together kind of continuously to steward this resource to achieve the strategy's 3 goals: safe, secure drinking water, healthy aquatic ecosystems, and reliable quality supplies for a sustainable economy. Success of Water for Life rests fully in Albertans working together, and such collaboration is reflected by all the finalists in this category. Water supply and variability, whether due to drought or even heavy rains like we had this week, pose challenges and risks which we have to adapt and manage to. As you may be aware, earlier this year, the government did amend the Water Act to enable Albertans to make the most out of the water that we do have available. Amendments included streamlining decisions, standardizing information for water use, enhancing transparency on water use, and better enabling the use of alternative sources. These actions serve to make our water management system stronger, more transparent, more secure, all while respecting and maintaining the longstanding foundations and environmental protections. Now, speaking of taking action, I'm thrilled to present this year's Emerald Award for the water category, which celebrates initiatives that conserve, protect, monitor, or sustainably manage water. Big congratulations to all the finalists. Here are the organizations and projects shortlisted in this category.
Water, presented by the Government of Alberta. Lac La Biche Watershed Management. Lac La Biche Watershed Management Plan Implementation Committee. Lac La Biche Lake has faced decades of pressure from nutrient buildup, land use, and shoreline disturbance, leading to declining water quality and impacts on habitat and recreation. To combat this, the Watershed Management Plan Implementation Committee brings together numerous partners to deliver restoration, monitoring, and community engagement, resulting in improved water quality, restored habitat, and strengthened connections to the watershed. Monitoring emerging contaminants in fresh water, microplastics in a complex urban watershed. NAID Applied Research. NAID Applied Research has developed new methods to detect and measure microplastics in complex river systems like the North Saskatchewan River. Over 4 years, the team built one of the most comprehensive data sets of its kind in Canada, helping shape how microplastics are monitored and understood in Alberta, and providing the foundation for informed decisions about protecting freshwater systems now and into the future. Beyond the River. Vidya. Led by First Nations, Métis, and Inuit emerging leaders, Beyond the River brings Indigenous youth to the forefront of caring for the North Saskatchewan River through hands-on restoration and cultural learning, guided by elders and knowledge keepers. Engaging hundreds of youth across Alberta, the program supports a new generation of Indigenous leaders, shaping how water is cared for in Edmonton. And the award goes to...
I know you're quiet, but you're cheering for all of them. The award goes to, please join me in welcoming Lac La Biche Watershed Management.
I love that groovy music. Well, this is a bit of a shock because I thought those other nominees were excellent projects. But thank you so much to the Emerald Foundation for this award. My name is Brian DeHeer. I serve as the chair of the committee, and I co-chair along with a representative from Lac La Biche County, Julia Shapka. And my other hat is that I'm the president of the local watershed stewardship group, Healthy Waters Lac La Biche. The committee is a very broad-based group, so it has members not only from our stewardship group and from the county, but from Alberta, Government of Alberta. Aaron McFarland-Dyer is up there. Nice to see you here. Thank you for being here. As well as people from other water-related steward groups and from industry. Portage College represents academia, and we all work to implement the Watershed Management Plan, which was approved and implemented years ago by our mayor and council under Mayor Omer McGraby. And I feel like the whole thing was started maybe years ago when I first moved up there by a former Emerald Award recipient, Mayor Tom McCaniel. So I feel like we're keeping things going and we have a good tradition. So thanks again.
I will note the clock didn't start during the dancing. So dancing seems to be fine. It's just the speaking part. So you could presumably dance for minutes up here if you wanted. Our next category is biodiversity and habitat. To present this year's award, let's welcome the director with the Forest Resource Improvement Association of Alberta, Andy Nigel.
Okay, I've been adding up the times that everybody's taken, and I know there's 54 seconds not used, Marissa, and I plan on using those. And I also was thinking a lot the last few days about what I wear to this, and I chose the environmental sustainability category. So this is my 1977 high school graduation suit. It goes to show if you leave in the closet long enough, it will come again. So good evening, everybody. Elder, it's nice to see everybody here tonight. I would start by putting on my glasses, which means I won't be able to see the clock. I'd like to thank Marissa and the team at Alberta Emerald Foundation for their great work for 35 years of dedication and recognizing environmental excellence. It's appreciated. It's needed, and you do a great job of it, so thank you very much. I'm honored and delighted to be here tonight to support the Emerald Awards on behalf of the Forest Resource Improvement Association of Alberta. We call it FRIA. I'm here with my fellow board director, Mary Jane Munford-Christoph, right here. You got 3 seconds to wave. Okay, thank you. FRIA is a not-for-profit organization that administers and funds a variety of programs on behalf of the provincial government. Our programs are aimed at projects that address key sustainable forest management practices and objectives such as sustainable healthy ecosystems, student and public awareness of forest and forestry, environmental protection, community fire smart, caribou habitat recovery, and climate change adaptation, but to name a few. I think we counted up 160 projects that we're working on right now. FRIA's connection to the forest habitat and biodiversity is extensive and deeply integrated into its strategic priorities and program funding. Congratulations to the individuals and organizations who have been nominated for this award. You have all worked very hard to be here, and we appreciate your dedication and innovation. Now, I am excited to present the Biodiversity and Habitat category, which recognizes initiatives that preserve, conserve, restore, monitor, or enhance ecosystems, wildlife, or biodiversity. Here are the organizations and projects shortlisted in this category. I'm still on 1 minute. This is great. Okay.
Biodiversity and Habitat, presented by the Forest Resource Improvement Association of Alberta, Peter Lougheed Wildlife Overpass, Government of Alberta, and Dialogue. The Trans-Canada Highway has long fragmented habitat in the Bow Valley, creating barriers for wildlife and leading to frequent animal vehicle collisions. As Alberta's first wildlife overpass outside of a national park, the Peter Lougheed Wildlife Overpass reconnects habitat with a naturalized crossing and 12 kilometers of fencing to guide animals safely. Early monitoring shows hundreds of crossings and an 84% reduction in collisions, improving safety and supporting biodiversity. Monitoring Alberta's native bee biodiversity. Alberta Native Bee Council. Despite more than 370 native bee species in Alberta, nearly 2/3 lack sufficient data to determine their conservation status, making it difficult to track populations or protect pollinators. With 147 active monitoring locations, this initiative has documented tens of thousands of native bees, helping build the knowledge needed to support conservation and protect the ecosystems and agriculture that depend on these essential pollinators. Conservation Land Stewards Program, Edmonton and Area Land Trust. In Alberta's parkland ecoregion, where only a small fraction of natural habitat remains and conservation groups face limited capacity, the Conservation Land Stewards Program engages volunteers in hands-on stewardship. Since 2021, volunteers have helped cared for 11 conservation lands and over 1,300 acres through restoration, monitoring, and maintenance, strengthening habitat and long-term stewardship capacity. And the award goes to
Monitoring Alberta's native bee biodiversity.
Hi, everyone. My name is Megan Evans. I'm the Executive Director of the Alberta Native Bee Council. And it's a real honor to be here this evening. The Alberta Native Bee Council started in 2017 as a labor of love, and there's a lot of volunteer time and a lot of people involved with the organization. And this was the project that really got us going initially. So a tremendous amount of effort from our board directors, Lisa Neem, our president, who couldn't be here this evening, Alon Domnich and Sydney Worthy are in the audience, along with Matthias Fenton. And we've had such a tremendous amount of support from our board members, our volunteers, and we were completely volunteer run until a couple years ago. So a huge thank you to our funders who have made this project possible. That includes FRIA, Environment Canada, Alberta EcoTrust, and Alberta Biodiversity Monitoring Institute. And I'm running out of time, but it's an incredible honor. It's such great work happening here and being celebrated by the Emerald Awards. And thank you so much. Thanks.
Right on 1 minute. Nothing to be concerned about. Lovely. Okay, to present the award for land use, agriculture, or forestry, join me in welcoming a principal at Alerix Strategies and vice chair of the AEF board, Steve McIsaac.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Steve. In addition to being the vice chair of the Alberta Emerald Foundation, I am also on the Resource Development Subcommittee, which, let's be honest, is a fancy way of saying fundraising. I'm inspired every year at this event, and I'm additionally inspired to learn about the other things and to share the other things that the Alberta Emerald Foundation does, in addition to the great work being celebrated here tonight. Bree outlined some of the incredible things that we do throughout the year. And my pitch, I guess, on behalf of my peers on the Resource Development Committee is, while we love to have funders, we love to have partners, we really want to have friends. We have 35 years of friends in this room, friends recognized in the gallery up above. Certainly, we would love to have a chat with anyone that's interested and that wants to talk about becoming a partner with the Emerald Foundation. Please come see any of us with the fun little boutonnieres here. Myself, our board chair, Trina, who you'll meet shortly, Marissa, I'm sure would love to have a discussion as well. So we don't want you to go away tonight. We want you to be part of our family going forward. So we hope to see you more and that you'll partner with us in the future. Now to the business at hand. It's my honor to present another of our new Emerald Awards, the Land Use, Agriculture, or Forestry category, which recognizes initiatives in land use, agriculture, or forestry that demonstrate excellence in environmental leadership or innovation. Here are the organizations and projects shortlisted in this new category.
Land Use, Agriculture, or Forestry. Volunteer Weed Pull Program. The City of Edmonton. This program engages residents in identifying and removing invasive plants from parks and green spaces, which are among the leading threats to local biodiversity. Since 2019, the program has grown to include over 500 participants, removing 559 bags of invasive plants across 21 park sites in 2025 alone, improving habitat while reducing reliance on chemical pesticides. Agroforestry for sustainable land management and climate change mitigation. The University of Alberta. For over a decade, researchers at the University of Alberta have been developing practical agricultural land management tactics that help increase carbon storage, reduce emissions, and improve soil health across working landscapes. Across central Alberta, where these systems have already been implemented, they've stored nearly 700 million tons of carbon, over 9.5 million hectares of land. Provincial leadership in biological control for invasive plants. Alberta Invasive Species Council. When federal delivery of biological control programs was no longer sustainable, the Alberta Invasive Species Council stepped in to ensure this critical work could continue. Through more than 1,700 releases of 6 insects that naturally target specific invasive plants across the province, the program reduces reliance on chemical controls, protects sensitive landscapes, and enables long-term, self-sustaining management at a provincial scale. And the award goes to?
The award goes to the Alberta Invasive Species Council.
Thank you. My name is Karen Wickerson, and I am the chair of the Alberta Invasive Species Council. And I just want to mention Megan Evans, who was just up here accepting the award prior, is also the executive director of the Alberta Invasive Species Council. And I can honestly say, when you talk about passion, there is no one who has more passion about controlling invasive species and bees, probably than Megan in the province. So. We just want to thank the Alberta Emerald Foundation for the recognition of this award. We also want to recognize Agriculture and Agri-Food Canada for decades of research, expertise, and leadership that built the foundation of biological control in Alberta. We also want to acknowledge the 7 founding municipalities: Cardston County, Cypress County, County of 40 Mile, County of Lethbridge, the MD of Pincher Creek, and the MD of Tabor, and the MD of Willow Creek, and thank them for their vision in moving biological control from research into practical application on the landscape. And my time is up, so thank you very much.
The real trick with the confidence monitor is you just need confidence to blow right past that minute and then just not worry about it. To present a new category this year, it's the Judge's Choice Award. Please welcome the Director of Sustainability and Indigenous Relations at NMAX and Emerald Award Judge, Jennifer Saldana.
for the music to finish, of course. So I'm wrapping up my third and final year as a volunteer judge for the Emerald Awards, and it's been one of the most meaningful volunteer experiences I've had, and I'm incredibly grateful for it. Each year I get a glimpse into the creativity, innovation, and ingenuity happening across Alberta. Oh, there's no timer for me. I'm always inspired by the individuals and organizations taking on complex challenges in such thoughtful and impactful ways. It leaves me feeling hopeful about our future. The toughest part of the role, we can't give everyone an award. We would love to. Now I'm excited to present the Judges' Choice Award. Selected by our third-party panel of volunteer judges, this award was created to recognize a nominee, or in some cases, nominees, whose work exemplifies environmental excellence across multiple categories. This year, the judges selected 2 organizations whose collaborative efforts demonstrate the power of partnership in advancing innovative environmental solutions. Please turn your attention to the screen as we recognize this year's recipients, Gray is Green and Premium Built Structures.
Judges' Choice Award. EcoColumn, turning plastic waste into sustainable post-frame foundations. Gray is Green and Premium Built Structures. Plastic waste and short-lived building materials are often treated as separate challenges, yet both contribute to growing environmental strain. Hard-to-recycle plastics continue to end up in landfills, while traditional post-frame construction relies on materials that degrade over time, leading to repeated replacement, waste, and increased emissions. Gray is Green has spent decades transforming hard-to-recycle plastics into durable, 100% recycled plastic lumber. At the same time, Premium Built Structures has reimagined post-frame construction through its EcoColumn foundation system, designed to keep wood posts above ground using long-lasting materials made from recycled content. Together, their collaboration brings this circular solution to life. Gray is Green supplies the recycled plastic lumber, while Premium Built integrates it directly into structural applications, creating foundations that last longer and reduce both waste and material demand. This partnership shows how innovation across industries can turn a persistent waste challenge into a practical, lasting solution within Alberta's built environment. Now, let's welcome them to the stage.
We drew straws, so I get to go first. I just want to thank the Emerald Foundation for recognizing what we've been doing. I've been in the plastic recycling business for 32 years this fall, so it's been a long slog, but it's been pretty exciting the last couple of years. I want to thank ARMA and their eco fee. That helps us quite a bit as well. My Gray is Green crew that's up there. Without the support of my team, nothing would happen. It's been excellent, and of course, Premium Built. I dropped off a sample, not much bigger than this trophy, 18 months ago, and they just ran with it. So it's been a really wild ride, and I can't wait to see what we're going to do next. And just to give you an idea of what we've done this year to date, Premium Built has put 107,000 kilograms of plastic in the ground. For Bob up there, that's 236,000 pounds.
Okay, good evening. On behalf of everyone at Premium Built Structures, thank you to the Emerald Foundation for the incredible honor. We are truly grateful to be recognized for our EcoColumn and the work we are doing to bring more sustainable solutions to the post-frame industry. EcoColumn started with a simple goal in finding a better way to build by removing wood from the ground and creating a long-lasting, more environmentally friendly foundation system. Seeing EcoColumns grow from just an idea into something being used in our customers' buildings today has been incredibly rewarding. This reward is a reflection of the hard work of both the Premium and Gray is Green teams, as well as the customers who believed in what we were trying to accomplish. We'd like to specifically thank our collaboration partner, Gray is Green, for their commitment to recycled plastics and sustainable innovation. Their support and expertise have played an integral role in helping bring the Eco Column to life. Since the day Travis walked into my office 18 months ago with a simple sample of the amazing material they produce, I have said again and again that our chance meeting was meant to be. We truly look forward to the many years ahead of working with Travis, Chris, and their team. We believe the future of post-frame construction should both be sustainable and built to last. And we're excited about what the future holds for the Eco Column and the industry as a whole. Thank you again. This truly means a lot to us. Thank you.
Am I right in assuming there's another video? Yes, there is. Okay, well then I will get out of the way. Is there another video? Okay. Oh, Trina's going to do it. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, I see. So Trina's going to, okay, got it. All right, so for our second Judges Award, no. Okay. All right, what does this say then? Okay, well, oh, I see. So there's two awards. I messed it up. So the Green is Gray guys got theirs. Their Premium Built Structures did not get theirs. I have it up here. Very awkward for me. It was a good 5-year run. I messed it up. There you go. Well deserved. And this is live on YouTube. Finally, it's time to recognize this year's newly minted Ron Krulak Lifetime Achievement Award. To tell us more, please welcome Executive Director of Sustainability Services at Alberta Municipalities and Alberta Emerald Foundation Board Chair, Trina Innes. No worries.
Wow, look at you all. It's an honor to be here tonight as we celebrate 35 years. The people behind environmental leadership in this province are absolutely amazing. And with a night like tonight, this kind of work really comes to life. We've seen, if you look to your left and you look to your right, what leadership looks like when people who care come together and choose to act on what they care about. If we think back into the 1990s, this work was really starting to gain momentum. Leadership at that time was happening really, really quietly, and it wasn't always visible, and environmental leadership wasn't always at the center of decision making, but that has really changed over 35 years. Environmental thinking and sustainability shape how we build communities, how we manage risk, and how we plan for the future. And through all of the changes that we've experienced in that time, one thing has remained constant: people. And that's why the Alberta Emerald Foundation was built, to recognize people, to shine a light on the work that was happening, because it wasn't always being seen. And behind that idea was Ron Krulak. He helped bring this foundation to life. He saw early on the importance of recognizing the people who are quietly going about making a difference and making that work visible. Because recognition really, really matters. Your work is showing people what is possible. Your work is building momentum for change. It's really, really inspiring. And it matters. It matters especially now because Alberta is navigating complex environmental challenges still. And some of those challenges, sadly, are not so different from the challenges that we faced 35 years ago. But what really stands out is how we rise up and how we respond. And you see it in many of the projects that we saw tonight: creativity, collaboration, and persistence. And that gives me real hope for the future. The progress that needs to happen doesn't happen in one moment. It builds over time. Made in Alberta ways of working that bring people together and move us forward is what this foundation is all about. So as we mark 35 years and the people behind it, it feels only right that we recognize the person who helped make this possible at the very beginning. Beginning this year, our highest honor will be known as the Ron Krulak Lifetime Achievement Award. And Ron, I know you're here tonight, and I would like to welcome you to the stage to share a few words.
Thank you, Trina. Well, you know, I feel a little uneasy. Usually, those kind words are made about someone after they've passed away. And I know I'm a little old, but I'm still here. And I was asked to say a couple of words about how the Emerald Awards came to be and why I chose to be involved. 35 years ago, as we've been talking about, public discourse on environmental issues was largely negative. There were problems, challenges, protests, and these conflicts were particularly prevalent in my practice as an environmental lawyer and dealing with environmental issues. Now, we recognize that many of those actions are needed to affect social change. However, the negative attention overshadows many of the creative and progressive initiatives being undertaken by individuals and organizations who are working to improve and protect our environment. As there was no forum to highlight these positive environmental initiatives, this was a void we wanted to fill. So discussions were started with a number of representatives from Alberta Environment, as it then was, certain political leaders, municipalities, members of the environmental and business communities, and some partners of mine in the law firm, and collectively we created the Emerald Awards. We recognized first we had to have an independent judging panel to select individuals and organizations who were demonstrating environmental excellence. And in those early years, we often advised the judges that if there wasn't a particular winner in a category, is in some cases we would not give an award because we wanted to ensure we were recognizing a high bar of performance. We then created an event to celebrate the recipients and showcase their stories. And over the years, the event tended to change and take on different formats. Now, I've been asked to comment on why I remained involved with the foundation for a long time. And the answer's simple. It's been very rewarding and meaningful. The team behind the foundation, many of whom I consider to be close friends, were and continue to be people who inspire, who are positive, and who are committed. I also took great joy in reviewing the nominations and learning about the exciting things happening in this province, many of which I had no idea. I was moved hearing the speeches of the award recipients and was always amazed at their dedication and the successes they achieved in protecting and enhancing our environment. I've been fortunate to be involved in the Alberta Emerald Foundation, and I know Alberta is a better place because of the efforts of the foundation. And I'm very humbled to receive this recognition. Thank you.
To present this year's Ron Krulak Lifetime Achievement Award, please welcome partner at McLennan Ross, Michael Barbero.
Good evening. Well, on behalf of McLennan Ross, I am so very happy to be here with you this evening, celebrating these amazing individuals and organizations that have both been nominated and have received awards. I'm also very proud to be presenting this award, as you heard, named for my law partner, my mentor, and my friend, Mr. Ron Krulak. In the environmental practice group at our firm, we joke that when we grow up, we want to be like Ron. But it's not a joke. It's truly a statement that we all believe, because Ron is such a dedicated practitioner, such a good mentor, such a good teacher. And he does all of those things with kindness, humility, and grace. These are attributes that are certainly shared by tonight's recipient of the Ron Krulak Lifetime Achievement Award. This award honors individuals who have dedicated their lives to environmental leadership in Alberta, leaving a lasting legacy of impact and innovation. And tonight's recipient is an incredibly deserving individual. Please join me in turning to the screen as we celebrate and congratulate tonight's recipient, Mr. Doug Cope.
The Ron Krulak Lifetime Achievement Award, presented by McLennan Ross. Doug Cope, a legacy of smart water management in Southwest Alberta. For more than 3 decades, Doug Cope has quietly shaped how water is managed, protected, and valued across southern Alberta. In a region where drought, low river flows, and competing demands place constant pressure on water systems, his work has helped ensure that communities, industries, and ecosystems can continue to rely on a safe and sustainable supply. Doug began his career as a process engineer at the City of Lethbridge wastewater treatment plant, eventually becoming general manager of water and wastewater. Along the way, he led major infrastructure upgrades, introduced new technologies, and upheld some of the highest environmental standards in the province. Under his leadership, the city consistently delivered safe drinking water to more than 130,000 people while returning cleaner water to the Oldman River and improving system efficiency. Beyond his formal role, Doug's impact extends across the watershed. He has spent decades collaborating with municipalities, watershed organizations, and provincial partners, helping shape long-term water management plans that are still in use today. Whether contributing to basin-wide policy, advising decision makers, or volunteering on the ground through restoration and stewardship efforts, he has always approached water as a shared responsibility. His legacy can be seen in the strength of the systems he helped build, the partnerships he fostered, and the communities that continue to depend on the water he worked to protect. Congratulations, Doug. Let's welcome him to the stage.
It's in here somewhere. Oh. Thank you. It's truly humbling to be recognized for nearly 4 decades of professional and volunteer work. And looking back, it was a recession in the mid-'80s with $7 per barrel oil prices that directed my early career to wastewater processing, community water supply, and ultimately watershed protection and restoration. I'm grateful for the many opportunities afforded me by the City of Lethbridge, including by either allowing me to participate or assigning me to the South Saskatchewan River Basin Water Management Plan, the Oldman River Water Quality Initiative, the Alberta Provincial Council for Western Canada Water, the Water for Life Summit, the Oldman Watershed Council, and the Alberta Water Council. And along the way, I've been blessed to work with great city staff, brilliant engineering consultants, and skilled contractors to do important and great things. And finally, special thanks goes to the Oldman Watershed Council for providing meaningful purpose in my retirement. Thank you.
Keep it going for Doug, everybody. And let's get another huge round of applause for all of the finalists and the winners tonight in this evening's Emerald Awards. I also want to take time to shout out the dynamic duo of Marissa and Sabrina at the Emerald Foundation. They've done an incredible job organizing this show, as they have over the last 4 shows with me, I think. This is number 4 for you guys, or 5? 4? 5 for you, 4 for you, okay. And they just do an incredible job, and seeing their passion up close is truly inspiring. So once more for Marissa and Sabrina, everybody. To close out tonight's awards, we have a very special musical performance. Tonight we're joined by an award-winning musician, songwriter, producer, and whose accolades are too numerous to list. While Alberta is home, she has toured extensively, both nationally and internationally, opening for artists including Jan Arden and Madeleine Peroux. Her voice has been described as acrobatic, and her music as some of the finest folk rock currently being made. She also happens to have been Edmonton Public Library's inaugural musician in residence. So it feels especially fitting to have her here in another of this province's great public libraries. So without further ado, please join me in welcoming to the stage the incomparable Mallory Chipman.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for having me. It's a real pleasure to be able to close out this event and to be in the presence of so many wonderful leaders in this community and seeing you all be celebrated. I am a proud Edmonton and Area Land Trust volunteer in my off time. So it's really just amazing to learn about so many more wonderful people and organizations doing great work. And as an artist, I draw great inspiration from the land and the waters of this province. And I do a lot of traveling as well. And so I get to experience a lot of different land and water across the world as I tour throughout this country and beyond. And as much as Alberta isn't a perfect place, nowhere is, I get homesick a lot because I love this place. And I feel tonight is such a beautiful embodiment of hope for the future and progress, and it makes me even more proud to call this province home. And this is a song that I would like to share with you myself, but also maybe invite some singing along if you're feeling up for it. And really honor this place we call home. I wrote this when I was in Toronto one evening for maybe it was my 3rd trip out there within a single month, and I was feeling a little bit fatigued from the big city. The number one thing I tend to miss when I'm gone is the prairie sky. I think there's nothing quite like it, and so I wrote a song so that I could conjure its spirit no matter where I happen to be, and it's called Big Sky Country. So if you want to try joining me, we'll do a little practice round, and then you can continue to work up your courage as the song goes on. Is that guitar coming through okay? Okay, super. Well, your part, it's 2 lines in the chorus, and you don't sing them back to back. There's a little line in between. So you can repeat after me. You can sing it up high with me or down low where you're comfy, whatever works. It goes like this. Come with me to Big Sky Country. Can you try that? Come with me to Big Sky Country. Beautiful. And then the next line goes, underneath the mountain ash tree. fantastic. I'm actually taking a red-eye tonight out to go on tour in the Maritimes. How do you all feel about coming with me and be my backup singers? You sound great. You'll know when your part comes, and in the meantime, feel free to just close your eyes and imagine that beautiful prairie sky we're so lucky to have holding us. Goldenrod between my toes, Santa lilac on my nose. Yeah, that winter's frigid cold, but that summer glow. Kiss my skin until it burns, kinda like it when it hurts. Peels me back till I'm just mirth, all smiles and dirt. Here we go. Come with me to Big Sky Country. Follow me around the bend, underneath the mountain ash tree, underneath the mountain ash tree. When I'm alone, you're my best friend. River running in my blood, watch the rain become a flood. I was lost and I was loved in the white mud. Perfect pink Alberta rose. When I'm gone, I think of those blooming with the starry dome, heaven's own. Here we go. Come with me to Big Sky Country. Follow me around the bend, underneath the mountain ash tree. When I'm alone, you're my best friend. Oh, come with me to Big Sky Country. Stories carved in mountainsides, underneath the mountain ash tree. A work of God, something divine. All right, I really want to hear you. Come with me to Big Sky Country. Sipping wine in mountain time, underneath the mountain ash tree. What did I do to call you mine? Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Congratulations and have a wonderful rest of your evening.
Keep it going. Keep it going for Mallory Chipman, everybody. Tonight is, of course, just the beginning. The AEF will be working hard over the next 8 months and beyond to bring the stories of Alberta's environmental excellence to life, both through the Emerald documentary series and, as Bree mentioned, the What on Earth Can We Do podcast. So please do check those out. A big thank you to all the incredible sponsors and to people who worked on this award show. Let's get a round of applause for them who have made tonight possible. If you were one of the lucky recipients, i.e. you're holding an award in your lap, please do come down to the stage after so we can get a photo with everybody. That also goes for everyone who's on the AEF board, so please do come down afterwards and get your photo taken. Of course, you can join us upstairs in the lobby, and you have a complimentary drink ticket located in your name tag as we speak. So if you are a winner or a finalist, please take awards like this, and this one in particular, as all the confidence you need to move forward with incredible work that makes our province that much better. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you for coming to the 35th Annual Emerald Awards. Good night, everybody.